Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I would just like to get a couple of things out of the way. Number one, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We have hit 69 subscribers. I am excited but also terrified about my 69 special that I'm gonna do for you guys. I just moved, I'm in a brand new city, so it might take me a little bit to get all the things I need. It wouldn't be too long though, but just bear with me. It'll be here and you're gonna love it. I don't care who you are, you're gonna fucking love it. And second of all, speaking of moving, I apologize for not posting last Friday because I have just moved to a new area. I am starting school. Actually, no, I'm not gonna post this tonight because it's late as fuck. So I have started school, automotive, and yeah, I had to move. It was a very hectic process. The moving part isn't fun, but it's kind of nice having my own place. It's really interesting. It's very, very cool. Even though they gave me the disabled apartment, but that's a topic for another video. So let's get into today's topic. Andrew Tate, aka the Top G. I'm not gonna waste time explaining who he is. If you don't know who he is, where the fuck have you been? He has been trending for months now, and he just got banned, which made him trending for even longer. Now, whether you love or hate Andrew Tate, we all must come to the conclusion that permanently banning someone off all platforms on social media is now such a important tool used in communication is pretty fucked up, especially when for some people, not the person in particular that we're talking about, but for some people it can be pretty detrimental because that's their fucking paycheck, right? So it really is a very slippery slope to just be able to ban people permanently for having opinions, even if they haven't broken any rules. Like, he didn't break any rules on Instagram and he still got banned. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But we're not here to talk about the ban in particular. We're here to talk about the man himself. There are 3 points that I would like to bring up. 3 common misconceptions about Mr. Tate that I would like to clear the air for. I know that it's happened probably 1,000 times, and anyone that's actually well informed on this topic has seen all of these points. These misconceptions get explained over and over and over and over again, but I'm gonna sit here and do it anyways because there is still people that don't really know what the fuck is going on, and they see less than 1 minute clips and that's where they draw their conclusions. So I am saying this as someone who has watched Andrew Tate's streams and has done some research and knows what the other side is thinking. And if you want to ask my opinion on Mr. Tate, obviously I don't think anybody agrees with everything the man says, just like you shouldn't agree with everything I say. However, most of the time I believe he is absolutely right, because he doesn't just talk about women, which is what some people think he does. He also talks about mental health, he talks about money, success, a whole bunch of shit. It is very diverse. So I'm done explaining. Let's just hop right into the video and see what the fuck is up. Alright, now this point is by far the most understandable on this list because, let's face it, sometimes the man says some wild shit. And I mean, it's fair for people to label him as a misogynist, even though, as I said, a lot of what he says is true. For example, he said that it is not okay for women to cheat on men, but that it is okay for men to cheat on women. Cheating is bad. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Like, come on now. Get real. That's one of the points that I disagree with. But something such as a woman having a high body count is a bad thing, that is very true. That is very much a valid point to make and something that I personally agree with. And in general, because I have to specify this, in general, this doesn't apply to everybody, but in general, men and women are good at different things. 2 examples he made is that he wouldn't be comfortable putting his kid in an all-male daycare. Neither would I. And at the same time, I would rather let a man drive my car than a woman. It's not sexist or anything like that. It's just men and women are better at different things. And I think most people deep down know this, because like I said, it's not a bad thing. And as I said earlier, this is a generalization. There are female NASCAR drivers that could fucking walk 90% of men in a race of any kind, rally, drag, track, doesn't matter. And on the flip side, there are men that are very good with children, but it's just a generalization. Let me make that clear so I don't get canceled or anything. But at the end of the day, women and men are different, not only physically, but our brain structures are also different, and I'm tired of pretending that they're not. And I do not believe Andrew Tate is a misogynist. However, I do understand why people would say that. Now let's get on to the next point. And I would like to apologize. My desk is right next to an AC vent. That's what that background noise is, and it just comes on and then turns off. I have no control over it. I apologize. Now this right here is a much more serious topic and should not be taken lightly, especially considering the fact that if this were to happen to just the average man, he would get thrown in prison for a very long time. He would get put on a list that nobody wants to be on, and that will screw up his whole life essentially. And he may not even ever leave that jail cell. He might die in that cell, because you know how prisons are. So just like everything in this video, this has been debunked before. However, I feel it's important to kind of spread the word, because false accusations like this is pretty fucked up. So essentially the story is, there's this girl who is at a party that both of the Tate brothers were throwing, and she had a boyfriend that didn't know about this. Now I don't know if anything freaky happened at that party. I can only assume that something did, because the boyfriend found out, and she said that she was kidnapped and all this other stuff. I won't say all of it, because YouTube has already shadow banned me, and I am already on their bad side, so it's best just to play it safe on touchy subjects like this. But there is CCTV footage that I will play for you right now that doesn't look like she was being kidnapped at all. And the Romanian police came, they investigated the situation, and well, he was innocent. I mean, clearly he's not in a cell right now, he's not in prison or jail or anything like that. He's innocent. The camera footage definitely saved his ass. And there's another rumor floating around about the webcam business that him and his brother started, that all of those girls were kept in a basement against their will, making that spicy content. Show me any bit of evidence that that actually happened, please, because I haven't seen any at all. No evidence of that happening whatsoever. Come on, try harder.
Jalen, you've been going crazy.
Alright, now once again, this is a pretty serious topic. Abuse to women obviously is very bad. And once again as well, if you don't know all the information, I could definitely see why you would think that these allegations are true. So there is a video that has been leaked of Andrew Tate essentially hitting a woman with a belt multiple times. And now upon seeing that video, any reasonable person would be like, wow, holy shit, that's pretty fucked up. So like I said, I understand why people may think that this is true, but the reason I and many others have said it's not true is because, number one, Andrew Tate said that it was some BDSM sex act that they did for fun and it was consensual. And number two, his ex-girlfriend, the girl in the video in question, has come out not once but twice saying that it was a sex act, it was consensual, BDSM, all that stuff. And I'm gonna play both of those clips for you so you can see with your own eyes.
Hi. I'm pretty sure many of you have seen a video of Andrew Tate beating up a woman.
Bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone. I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw in the video, it's just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone. Unless he's fighting.
and I'm pretty sure not so many of you have seen the same woman coming forward with a statement saying it was nothing but a sex play. So here I am again for the second time. Yes, the woman he has beaten up, and the same woman who has made a statement is me. So I'm coming forward for the second time to just clarify and let everybody know it was nothing but a sex play. It was consensual foreplay that we liked doing, that I was into, that I wanted. It was not abuse. There was no physical domestic violence happening. It was a consensual sex play. This is the second time I'm making this statement because I'm getting sick and tired of being tagged saying I need to come forward again, even though I did. And I don't like seeing injustice of him being called woman beater for the same video that I've already once clarified it was nothing but a sex play. So once again, nothing but a sex play, consensual. Thank you.
Now, I don't know about you, but that seems pretty believable to me. And if the woman in question says that it was no big deal and that it was consensual, then it was probably no big deal and consensual. That's just my opinion on the matter. And I believe that's all we have to talk about. So please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. 69 subscriber special coming soon. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all later.